wait on you, you know.
Yeah,
Dre, a lot of talk about you so far today, about how much you've progressed this offseason, how much more you're going to bring to the team this year.
Yeah.
What do you think about all of that?
It's been super exciting hearing everybody always talk about my progress and stuff. It was very hard, you know, coming off of 2 injuries, 2 major surgeries and stuff, so it was very hard coming back, but I got my team with me and they always kept me motivated, so.
Yeah, Elsie said you dropped like 20 pounds getting ready for this season.
Yeah.
I feel like that's sort of sometimes a weird thing to talk about, but it's also something to be proud of when you're getting ready to play a faster style of offense this year.
Right.
How important has that been for you?
That's been very important. Dropping all that weight definitely made me, like, my pace has been a lot better. I've been getting a lot faster, and it's been amazing, so.
Do you feel like those injuries are 100% behind you now at this point?
Yeah, 110%. I'm ready. I'm ready to go. I forget about them most of the time until like I'm doing interviews or someone comes to ask me like, "How did you do?" And I'm like, "Oh, I did have 2 surgeries." So.
How was Big Blue Madness?
Big Blue Madness was amazing. Did y'all see me dancing?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You didn't come down from the rafters, but
I know I should have. Elsie's supposed to tell me I was supposed to be in the Wildcat, you know, costume. I was supposed to be right there with her.
Did you know she was going to do that?
No, it was crazy because everybody's still walking out. We're all looking. We're like, "Where's Elsie? Where's Elsie?" So we see like the cats, but we're thinking like, "Oh, like maybe this is for cheer or something." Like, you know, we don't know. And we keep looking. We're like, "That's Elsie." So we're all literally all around, like, you know, they had the fireworks and stuff. They're trying to tell us to move, but we're all staring like, "No, that's Elsie. That's Elsie." Everybody like, "Where's she at? Where's she at?" Everybody's pointing and stuff. It was crazy. We didn't know she was doing that, so that was cool.
Yeah, that's awesome.
How do you feel like your game's evolved over the summer?
I would just say, like I said before, just my pace. I've been moving a lot faster. I can shoot, and I feel like a better version of my freshman year. So.
What can you tell us about the Fort Campbell trip?
Oh my gosh.
Seems to be the general reaction.
That was a great experience. It was crazy, like our workouts and stuff, like realizing like we're athletes, you know, so we think like we could do this, we should be able to do this, like no problem. Nah, y'all, we was dead over there. We was dead, but it was fun though, great experience, a lot of good teamwork. We worked together and it was amazing. So.
Elsie's talked a lot about culture and instilling a new culture here. Just how have you taken that, and what's kind of your interpretation of her culture right now?
Well, as y'all can see, it's a lot of words on the back. Y'all can't see, but I'm looking at it. Honesty, hard work, discipline, all that stuff. It relies both on the court and in the classroom, and they push culture a lot here, and we just gotta, you know, resemble it or whatever. But they do a great job of showing us how it's done. All 4 of the coaches, all of our staff members, they do a great job. So we just look up to them and see what they're doing, and we just follow suit.
Dre, your 3-stroke looked a lot smoother yesterday. Is that something that you spent the summer working on?
Yes, most definitely. I have been shooting a lot. I put up shots a lot as much as I can, so that's definitely something I've been working on, expanding my game.
Got some returning players. Got Jaden coming in the fold as well. Does it feel like the right mix of players going through practices and getting bonding with this team?
Yeah, most definitely. Like you said, we do have a lot of returning players. So we lost a couple of seniors, but for the most part, we have the same team with 2 new people now with our walk-on, Kristen. But it's been amazing. We've been bonding so much together. And, you know, we've been with each other for a year and some change now, almost 2 years. So we've gelled together. We know how each other work and stuff. So that's been amazing.
Coach Elsie talked about, I guess, having like real, honest conversations with you guys. You know, when you're asking to do new roles or stuff like that. Going into this off season ahead of this year, what are some of those conversations like between you and her when she's asking you to do something different for the team or maybe a role you haven't had before?
Yeah, those conversations is a lot of me just stepping up and being a vocal leader and being a leader, bringing the energy to the team most of the time. So I've been working on myself and working on my discipline because I'm very like competitive. So it's times where I'm like really frustrated and that can like be a bad thing. We've been working on a lot this summer, turning that into positive energy and reusing that and, you know, bringing my teammates up with me, not just shutting down. So that's been a lot of stuff like that.
How have you gone about, I guess, maybe funneling and channeling that competitiveness into being a good thing for the team then?
So like I said, I've been channeling that and bringing the energy positive wise. So if I see that, okay, I missed a layup or something, I'm frustrated with myself, I realize I'm like, well, it's not just about you, it's about the team. So what can you do besides, okay, you missed that layup, but okay, now you got to get back on defense. So now when I'm on defense, now I have to bring that energy and talking and doing stuff like that. That helps me get out of my own head. So that's what I've been working on a lot.
You mentioned also, I guess, the fact that you try and forget about the injuries. Like, you don't even know it until one of us says, like, oh, you're injured or whatever.
Yeah.
Is that something you don't like thinking about then, or is it something you try to block out, or something you're still trying to fuel to the fire?
Honestly, it's really just my mentality. I honestly just forget. Like, it's no, like, I don't try to block it out, no nothing. It's honestly, I just forget. Like, it's just natural. I don't know, I just, once it's over with, I'm like, well, you know, it is what it is, so on to the next.
How much do you, if at all, I guess, think about your time at Utah, both the good and the bad, now that you're kind of in a different chapter of your career and in your life now?
I think about it sometimes. Like I said, I feel like I'm a better version of my freshman self, and that's saying a lot. I did win Pac-12 Freshman of the Year, so me being better than that, that's what I've been trying to work to get back towards, and now I feel like I'm past that. So that's been what I've been thinking about.
To a level where you always thought you could play in a power conference with a very good team?
Most definitely. So everybody used to tell me all the time, like, you are going to be in a big Power 5 school, you're going to be this, you're going to be that, but the journey is definitely hard. It was definitely like a couple obstacles, and even when I was transferring, I was still kind of like iffy. Like, I know I had a great freshman year, but then I got injured and I had 2 surgeries, so like, who's going to want me? Those thoughts definitely crossed my mind, but at the end of the day, I just had to put it in God's hands, and I'm here, so that's amazing.
Given the fact that you decided to transfer here and now you're playing for Coach Elsie, what was going through your mind when the change happened, and was there any doubt about sticking around and seeing this through?
Yeah, no, it was definitely no doubt, only because Elsie was like Matthew's wing woman, so she knew everything that he knew basically. So I already knew like we was going to be okay when after summer hit. Elsie was already coaching us anyway. We were still waiting on Matthew to come back. So when that transition happened, it was definitely a very sad moment for us, but there was no doubt. I don't think any of us doubted, or else we would have left. So I think we all knew, like, well, she got this, she's going to do what she got to do, and she definitely did. So.
Robin says you can shoot it inside or outside this year. Do you have a favorite spot on the court?
I can't tell y'all that. No, I'm just kidding. My favorite spot, I would say, is probably one of the wings. Corners, I hate corners. So probably the wing, yeah, for real.
It was so much fun last year when we saw you grab the ball off the board, take 5 or 6 dribbles, lay up on the other end. Are we going to be seeing more of that this year?
Most definitely, a lot more. Like I said, so that's something that I did my freshman year a lot. So that's something that I've been doing, and I'm going to continue to do that. That's part of my game. So you should definitely see that a lot.
I mean, you look great.
Thank you.
Kyra says best shape of your life. Would you agree?
Yes, most definitely. I feel great. Yeah. Thanks to Coach Lee over there. He's amazing, our strength coach.
And what do you think that's going to add to your game? Just being in good shape.
Speed, strength. So one of our mottos is bigger, faster, stronger. And I think this summer we've all as a team has collaborated and done that. Me personally, I've gotten faster, I've gotten stronger, I've gotten bigger. So that's going to correlate on the court. I'm going to be able to push the ball more. I'm going to be able to, body somebody in the post. I'm going to be able to finish even if I get fouled or things like that. So.
What does Ryan need from you to make her better?
She needs me to be a dog, so she knows basically that it's not just her, and she got other teammates that she can rely on, and I'm going to do that.
What do you need from her to make you better?
For her to know that she can rely on me and that she can count on me, and that I got her and she got me, and just know that we're all here for her and we're all here for each other. So.
Y'all started off really hot last season, kind of tapered off towards the end there. Just what have you all tried to do to make sure that something like that doesn't happen again? Is it conditioning, things like that?
Yeah.
Just what else?
Most definitely, like I said, bigger, faster, stronger. But just we've gelled so much this year together, way different than last year. We bonded more. We have team bondings almost like once every week. So we bonded a lot. We hang out a lot. So our relationships off the court is a lot better, which correlates on the court and allows us to gel together and be able to, bond and have that connection.
Yeah, Robin said you were playing human tic-tac-toe games.
Yes, literally.
What other kind of team bonding things do you all do?
Well, for Campbell, that was considered team bonding. Team bonding, we hang out with each other at each other's houses. We do game nights and things like that. So.
And Coach Elsie mentioned that you being able to have better conditioning and maybe different speeds this year will eliminate some of the foul issues that you had last year. I guess, do you think it's fair to say that some of the foul issues you had last year were just related to maybe not being in as good shape as you're in now?
Oh, most definitely. There was times where I was super tired and I was like, I'm just going to foul. But it wasn't like, no, it was just like it happened. I don't know. When I get tired, I just be doing stuff. So it was a lot of times where I was tired and I was like, oh, okay, I'm just going to take this foul real quick. And then Elsie was over there mad at me,
Can you feel, I guess, the fact that maybe you're able to push into a different speed or, go into a different energy level?
Yeah, so I've seen it a lot, and I keep progressing over the course of the summer and preseason workouts and stuff like that. But even my trainer, she could see it a lot. Like, it was times where I would get done with practice and I'm like, I was running that fast this whole practice, and she's like, yeah, like, you look really good. And I'm like, dang, like, I didn't realize like how bigger, faster, stronger that I really got. So
You've talked about Coach Lee, helping with the conditioning and stuff. Is it just like doing more of it? Are there any specific exercises, or like, how do you get to this point of being in the best shape of your life?
Honestly, I don't know. He pushes us and he motivates us to keep going all the time, and it's to a point where like we see him doing things that he's not comfortable with. Like, if we have a 6 a.m. workout, that man is up at 3:30 in the morning running around the building, laps after laps. So we see him do stuff like that, and it's like, okay, like, well, we know that he's doing that for us to show us, like, it's okay to be uncomfortable. So, yeah.
We've heard a lot